Just for the wicked, money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Okay, I need to stop doing the video. Hey guys, it's Psychotic Cat here. I wanted to say I'm sorry again for not making a video this past Wednesday. Things were chaotic. I had the full intention of coming back home after dropping off my little sister. I was babysitting her, so I couldn't really make it during the day, but I had the full intention of making it when I got home. Unfortunately, this happened. Yeah, you see those pictures? It's kind of not the prettiest thing. You know how I had lost my Honda? The exact same thing happened with the Honda. I actually had a CV axle that just gave out while I was going under an overpass, played pinball with some columns, lost, and ended up hitting a light pole. Yeah, and whenever I hit the curb, my back tire popped, so I lost complete control at that point, and I totaled my car. That was whenever I talked about, having all this stress and anxiety and why doing these videos actually helped me as well. That had happened with my Honda in early July. July 12th, I think. No, June 12th, sorry. Early June. And then immediately after that, I have another car. Immediately after that car is, towed away and I deal with all the legal stuff and everything, I get a new car from my father. It's a truck, a Toyota Tacoma 2001. It's a great truck, great little truck. Had a lot of miles on it, but it was good. It was still a good running truck. It passed inspection, and all I was waiting for was for the title to come in the mail. So I did all that, got it running, got it going, it was good, and then it started making these weird moaning and creaking sounds, and I figured that it was just because it had like an older chassis, because it's 2001, I mean that's 17 years ago. So I figured I had an older chassis, it's kind of confusing and, scary to drive down and hear your car just randomly moan. But when I got there with my mom, I dropped off my little sister, but before any of that happened, it was raining really hard, and I started to hydroplane, and because my truck was really light, fishtail kind of, so it was really scary, and I had my little sister, I said, Kella, start praying. So my little sister started praying in the truck next to me, and I prayed that God would let me get my little sister to my mom safely, and God totally answered that prayer. When I got to the Sam's Club, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, my truck is making really weird noises. Can you kind of drive it around and tell me if there's anything I need to do with it, or kind of like give me reassurance that I'll get home safely? So she did. She went down to the gas station part, and she did a little donut almost, and came back, and she was like, I could use some power steering fluid, and when you get an oil change, ask them to lube up all the joints too. So I was like, okay, sounds good. Will I get home safely? She said, absolutely. Before I even turn out onto the feeder road for the highway, my car, I take the turn, and the pictures that you just saw, the wheel just collapsed inward. And I could have been on the freeway with my little sister in the car. That could have happened, and I could have died. So God totally protected me again, and all my loved ones. He protected my husband when we were driving the Honda. So it's crazy, it's scary, but that happened on Wednesday, and that's why I couldn't make my video, because I ended up staying the night at my mom's house. So all that happened, that's the chaos of the week, and the miracle of the week as well. So anyway, if you guys could just bear with me while I go through this process of getting the truck fixed and everything, I'll be able to make more videos. But the cool thing about it, God totally answered another prayer within the same day. A friend said that I could borrow her car as needed. But then, whenever we were about to go see the car, I got informed that, an anonymous giver had decided that they were going to pay for all the repairs for my truck so I can have my truck again. Amazing. God works in the craziest ways. So I had 2 different miracles come in within 24 hours of this truck being wrecked. Anyway, there's my miracle, there's my chaos. And so now I'll hop right into the video after my apology and explanation. Today I'm going to be talking about self-image. Kind of the way you see yourself. And when you get anxious or depressed, or you have one of those big bipolar spells and you start to feel bad about yourself, I used to write down all the things that was negative about myself, all the things that I didn't like, all the things that I had failed in. Instead of lifting myself up, I tore myself down. That wasn't good. It's never good to tear yourself down whenever you're in a position that you need to be built up. So I started doing this thing where I would write out all those negative things, all the thoughts that were running across my head, all the voices that I would hear telling me that I was worthless and not, good enough. And I would take a pen, all those words, so when I would say, I'm worthless, cross it out and say, I'm beautiful. I would cross out those negative words and replace it with something positive. And then whenever I started to calm down, and I started to, stop the crying and stop the hyperventilating, and I was able to come back and read my journal, I would write out these positive things about myself. And when I would write those out, and after I was done hyperventilating and crying and, going through the emotion of it all, I would look back on that journal entry and I'd see that all those things that I thought about myself were not true. They weren't true at all. The fact that I'm worthless makes absolutely no sense, because if I was worthless, how would my husband have married me? How would God have loved me? There's so many things that make me worthwhile that aren't just superficial. And so being able to see that after the emotion passes is really, really great. All those negative things that I think about myself really tore down my self-image and the way that I saw myself and the way that, I presented myself to the world. Because if I felt bad about myself, I wouldn't present myself well to the world. Because if I see that and I see myself, how on earth is anyone else going to see the good in me? So after a while of writing out those negative things and seeing what it did to me on the outside in my interactions and relationships with other people and on the inside of myself, I started to realize that instead of putting myself down, I need to build myself up, especially in those moments that I feel alone and hurt. And it's really hard to do at first. At first you're like, this is crazy, it's not going to work. This psychotic cat person, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But, like I say in all my videos, it may not work for you, but at least give it a try, because it really, really worked for me. It helped lift me up when I didn't think that I deserved it. And, you're going to be there at the end of the day for yourself. I love my husband, he's there for me, but what if something would have happened to him? He might pass away, and I might be left on my own. How are you going to lift yourself up whenever you are in those situations? And sometimes you got to do it yourself. You got to help yourself before you help anyone else. So if you don't see yourself as good or beautiful or valuable, of course no one else is going to see you the same way. So you got to lift yourself up in those moments, and that's kind of my story and my skill for the day. So the story, finding out that it was tearing me down, and the skill is crossing out all those things that aren't true about yourself, and then writing in something that is true, that you're beautiful, that you're strong, that you're important, and that people love you. So anyway, there's my story and skill for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I want to go ahead and invite you to press the subscribe button and also the bell notifications. That's really important, because if I make a video, if you don't press that bell notification, you won't know when I made another one. So press that bell notification as well, so then every time I make a video, you'll be notified. You can keep on top of all my videos. And also, be sure to check out my Patreon account. This is where you can go and you can donate a certain amount of money per month. And this is really helpful to me as a producer, because then I can do more with my videos and be more creative and do what I want to do for you guys, my viewers. And also, half of the proceeds that are on that tier are going to go to the Hollins and charities that you see on my website. So then whenever you donate, you can go to my website and see what your money is going to, who it's helping, and the kinds of people who need it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing sorry, lost my English. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. And once again, I'm so sorry for the late video, but I'll keep making videos and I'll explain if I can. Love you guys. Bye.